Brian Palavira Far here with Emelie Forsberg before the 2015 Ultra Pirineu. How are you, Emelie?
Good, thank you.
You've raced a lot this year.
Not more than
Not more than the
normal,
past.
no.
But you are trying to win the Skyrunner World Series Vertical Kilometer Sky and Ultra Series. Is that still possible?
It was never a goal to win it. It was a goal to do them and to do as good as possible.
Yeah.
Like I always think it's nice to do as good as possible in all of them.
Yeah.
Because I like all of the distances. But it's always hard, you know, because it's hard to be good in or fresh in every moment.
Especially when you're running multiple races on the same weekend a lot of times.
Yeah.
How many races did you do with the Rot?
Yeah, it was 3. It was cool.
And that was not very long ago.
No.
How are your legs now?
I was a bit tired the week after because I did a lot of work in interviews and photo shooting the week after. I had planned to do get everything done, but it also makes you tired in the head and I felt exhausted, but I feel good now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had a nice road trip from Chamonix to Catalunya.
Yeah.
This was your first long ultramarathon. When it was called event a few years ago.
Yeah.
Does that hold a special place because of that?
Yeah, it was. It's a big thing to do your first ultra or long distance race. When I think back of it, I feel just a bit disappointed because I felt so good during the whole race. I don't think I will feel that good now, and that's a pity. I have more respect for it now than I had then. Then I didn't know what I was doing. I was just I was running. Oh, it was fun.
And it was 85 kilometers then, and you were leading at 75 kilometers?
Yeah.
And then
then I looked at the watch, 12 hours. I have never been running this long before. What's gonna happen now? And then I was just boom. I think it was mental.
Yeah.
I was not super tired in my legs, but I just couldn't run faster. And then Frosty and Nuria passed me, and it was good, but it was interesting.
Well, Nuria's won this race 4 years in a row.
Yeah.
She'll be here this weekend. You're excited to race her again?
Yeah. She hasn't been doing many races this year, international at least, and I haven't raced her since I think 2 years ago. And 2 years ago I felt really good racing her.
Yeah.
I don't know now because I had a long season and she had not quite long season and she didn't finish UTMB, so I think and also it's her race.
It is her.
It's her home. So I think she's always strong, but I think this means something special for her. So I know it's gonna be a hard day out there with her.
Not only do you have a good race lined up with her, Mira Ray is having a great season.
Yeah, she's very strong in the longer races. Both she and Nuria is stronger in long, and I know I'm gonna feel easy in the beginning, I think, because I have a bit more speed than them.
Mm-hmm.
But then I don't know what's gonna happen after 8 hours.
And Nuria is not part of the Ultra Series this year for Skyrunner, but Mira is, and either of you two ladies could win the series on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've done the math.
Yeah, sure. I've done it.
If she beats you,
or not if she beats me, only if she wins the race, she can win.
Yeah.
If I come third and she comes second, I win.
You win.
It's only if she wins the race.
So.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna give my best for sure.
Yeah. It's also a long season. How do you keep your motivation to keep racing at this point?
Yeah, I think it's because I do everything. If I would only focus on short, I would be better in short, and maybe I would enjoy it, but it keeps me motivating to do my best in all the distances because I really love all the distances, and I know I cannot win everything, but that keeps me motivated.
That said, it seems from 50 kilometers to 100 kilometers, you're pretty unbeatable right now. Do you feel at this point you have that really dialed in? And
I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Or from 6 to 9 hours, I feel really, really comfortable. But under and after, it's a bit harder. After 10 hours, it's mostly because I haven't done it for many years. Mm-hmm. And under that, it's often because I am a bit tired from the ultras I do or the long distance races. So But it's nice to challenge myself in both directions.
Is this your longest race since like Diagonal de Fou?
Yeah. Oof, I don't want to think about it.
No. But it is familiar to you, most of the course. The course has changed a little bit.
Yeah.
How does that play into your racing when you know what's ahead?
Yeah, it was really bad weather the year I was running, but so I'm looking forward to see more of the landscape, and it's good that I kind of know how the race is. I have a plan in my mind how I will go for it during the race, but it's gonna be really hard, these 30 extra kilometers. The longest race I did this year is 60 kilometers, and it's 50 more kilometers, and it's not only 50k.
And it's not, the course isn't pure it's not just up and down, but
no.
So you'll have some good running in there.
Yeah, it's a lot of flat, I heard, because it's only 6,000 meters in 110 kilometers, so not super steep.
You'll have to
get the legs going.
Yeah. Well, best of luck out there, and enjoy,
Thank you.
Emelie.
Thanks.